Beautiful. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and get started, and if other people pop in, amazing. Otherwise, I mean, it's all in divine timing. It'll all work out. So, to get started, welcome. I am Tiara, aka Mama T. It is the new moon in Scorpio, which is a perfect time to really activate our Phoenix rising energy, especially with this being a 9 year numerologically. It's a year of ending cycles, it's a year of maybe tower moments for people, a lot of like big things happening that feel like a big wobble, shaking, and turbulence in life. And so, this Scorpio energy, this water sign, is here to kind of cleanse, wash away anything that is creating distortion, anything that's no longer serving, and giving you space to really choose to step into your own personal power and allow you to be in like your divine goddess, God like frequency, and choose how you are going to move through the rest of the year and into 2026, which brings up that it's a 1 year for 2026, which is perfect to really start initiating new intentions and creating more magic and miracles for yourself. So, do we have any questions on this information before I move on? Fabulous. All right. Whoop. I am just moving things in all sorts of directions that are not helpful. Alrighty, so with that, welcome, welcome. We're going to start off with a little bit of breath work. So I encourage you to get comfy cozy. You can close your eyes and just breathe in through the nose for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in again through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. Breathing in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Final hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying in, your eyes closed, breathing your natural breath. As you breathe, I'm going to light some Palo Santo, allowing us to cleanse and clear that which no longer serves us, any energies or frequencies that are not ours, removing that from this container, inviting in our ascended ancestors. Oh, response. Thank you. Inviting in our highest self, God, Source, the universe, our spirit guides, to lead us, guide us, and be with us this evening, and at all times, really, supporting us on this journey of calling forward more prosperity, more of what we desire to experience day after day in this life. Opening up our channels and portals to allow us to receive. Opening up the heart space, allowing us to feel and be. bringing all of our chakras from the root up through the crown into alignment so that we can better lean into what is already ours, what we desire. Beautiful. All right. Invitation to open your eyes back up. And if you want, you can add a little movement to the body, activating that sacral chakra, that lower chakra, right below the belly button, near the womb space. Allowing you to really activate that space of desire and creation as we lean into manifestation practices this evening. Beautiful. I love it. At this time, if you didn't already bring it, your invitation is to go and grab a journal and pen, water if you don't have it, just for your own personal hydration, because as we do this work, we make it thirsty. Yes, Cass is ready, prepared, fabulous, beautiful. So to begin even deeper, I have created a prosperity candle for us all. So the invitation for you is to speak your desires into this candle. I've dressed it with different adornments that call in prosperity from, we have minute little crystals of, why am I not remembering this? It's fool's gold is what people call it, but there is another name for it and it's completely escaping me right in this moment. We also have,
Starts with an A, right? Like
I want to say it's a
A.
P. Now it's going to bother me. Let's see.
I know. I'll wake up at night like, what was it?
Good thing we have the internet. I want to say pyrite. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, interwebs, for working with us today. But yeah, so it's got pyrite. It's got the prosperity oil that I've created. It's also got abundance oil from a mentor of mine, crown of success oil from a mentor of mine, a blend of herbs and spices that call in abundance from the skin of onions, basil. It's got cinnamon, cyclofoil, all sorts of good stuff in there. So all of this to help really amplify our desires and what it is that we're calling in this prosperity ritual from money, as that's what most align with the word prosperity, but also anything else that really helps you to feel safe, secure, and abundant. And my invitation for you is either to drop in the chat or even come off mute and say out loud what you're like to put into this candle. I find the voice helps to amplify our desires, and then putting it into a collective container helps to amplify it even more. And so those who are watching on the replay, say it out loud, even if we can't hear you. Spiritually, energetically, it's there. We've got you.
Okay, so you, what we would want an abundance of, or
Yeah, whatever you're calling in.
peace.
I love that. The smoke next to me just went. So there you go. There's your confirmation. It's here. It's available for you.
Opportunity for me.
I love that. Beautiful. I'm calling forward an abundance of divine clients, people who are ready to do the work, take their radical self responsibility to step up and do the practices as I encourage, calling forward 10K months, as well as calling for a husband, because why not?
Yes.
All sorts of goodness and our homestead that will build and host retreats and all that. So much magic and miracles here. Fabulous. All right, so I'm going to light this candle for us. And I will share later as the candle, it'll take a couple of days to completely burn through. But I love to do a little candle divination at the end. So I'll share what divination shows up after the fact. So thank you for supporting us and amplifying and calling in our desires. We are here for prosperity and peace and opportunity and money and abundance of love and groundedness, serenity, magic and miracles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Aho, Ashe. Amen. Fabulousness.
I
Now
got
that we
goosebumps as you were finishing that.
Yay! We love it. I love that we can feel the vibration, feel all of that goodness coming through. And speaking of feelings, this is an invitation. If you have any sort of plant medicine or anything with you and you would like to partake of it, you're more than welcome to do so. It's a safe container to do that. I personally am trying this I Am Remembrance chocolate. This is a company that I'm affiliated with that does mushroom plant medicine. So they just released this chocolate, so it'll be my first time trying it. And how perfect is that? That a little nugget has already like broken itself off for me. I love that. So yeah. It is
What
salt.
I was gonna say what's in it, but you're doing it. You're saying it.
I love it. I'm like salted dark chocolate, 77% cacao. It's a 4-gram bar made with coconut sugar. So I feel like it's healthy. And then it's got only clean, conscious ingredients. I Am Sacred Mushroom Blend, prepared with single origin, fair trade cacao beans from the Dominican Republic, sweetened with organic coconut sugar, and kissed with Maldon sea salt flakes for the perfect subtle crunch. Okay, it was really good. And probably in 30 minutes, it'll feel even better. I love it. I've been utilizing these products for a couple months now, and so they have a delight gummy, which has been my support in terms of letting go of alcohol for a while I'm doing my own like weight loss journey. And that one's more designed for like a social kind of vibe. And then they also have like a meditative one in their Insight. They have a tea that's great for like ceremonial stuff. And then this chocolate is a mixture of the ceremonial tea and the delight gummies, so it's like in between potency. So excited to see how this rides. Alrighty. With that, let's drop into an activation. We'll start off with clearing our energy field and calling in more of what it is that we desire. So going back into closing your eyes and your natural breathing, knowing and trusting that you are in a safe space. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, no one else to be but yourself. You are divine, you are intuitive, and you are guided by the divine to be here and to move into your opportunities as they unfold, to find your peace as it shows up for you, to find the clients, the friendships, the relationships that flourish and allow your life to be extraordinary. As you breathe in, envision what it feels like to have what it is that you already desire, knowing it's already yours. Breathing in the peace and the prosperity. Breathing in the opportunities. As you exhale, let go of any distortion, keeping these desires from coming to full fruition. Releasing any limiting beliefs. Releasing struggle. While yes, pain and discomfort are a part of the human experience, struggle is in fact a choice. Because struggle has to do with our thoughts, our emotions, and judgments about the experience. We perpetuate the pain from the experience and the choice of our thoughts and our feelings. So breathing in the choice of joy, the choice of peace, the choice of prosperity. Exhaling the struggle, exhaling the pain, the discomfort, the limitation, the judgment. Choosing to no longer make the moment mean anything about you unless it feels prosperous. You are safe. You are divine. You are the creator of your timeline. Today we step through the portal of prosperity and enter our highest timeline. Walking through the door and seeing a bright white light coming down from the heavens above. As we step into this light, we are lifted up, 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 away from your home, away from your city, away from your state and country, continent, and world, into an infinite galaxy surrounded by stars. These stars are opportunities ready for you to grasp. The space is wide, open, quiet, and peaceful. A place you can easily access at any time. These stars are here to support you. This space is here to support you. In this space, you can choose to go in a multitude of directions. From your Akashic records, back home to your human body, you can hang out in the space. You can dive into a field of dreams. What do you dream of? What does your ideal home look like? What does a day in the life in your most prosperous timeline look like? What do you do? Who do you share it with? What are your hobbies? How does money show up for you? Notice I didn't say what is your job, but how does money find its way to you? The most easeful path. Who do you spend your time with? Be it human or animal. What brings you joy? What brings you peace? What do your prosperous opportunities look like? Bring these dreams into your physical body, down from space, into the world, into the continent, into your country, your state, your city, your home, and your body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, grab your journal and your pen, and start writing down all the things that you are dreaming about. What does this life look like? How does it make you feel? How do you want to feel? And your fur babies can join in as well.
She decides that, not me.
I'll give you spaciousness to write, but I'm here if you have any questions. As you come to an end of journaling your dream life, start finding the places where there is a disconnect. So if you desire to live on a farm and you're in the city, just noticing it, no judgment, but just bringing that forward. Your next invitation is to journal down ways that you can make the connections of where you want to be versus where you are now and make it a shorter distance. So, going back to desiring to live on a farm versus living but actively living in the city at the moment, can you go visit a farm or join a community garden, getting yourself closer and closer to that dream? What can you be doing right here, right now? Does anyone want to share anything that's come up from their journaling?
Sure.
Go for it.
Um, oh, so part of my dreams is I think this just keeps coming up for me because obviously I've just been in a high stress environment for so long that I, I know that's not how life is meant to be lived. So I think my dreams look like a life that has its normal struggles, but I also am able to live in a life of gratitude and abundance and peace and calm at the end of my day.
Mm.
Um, I want also like an abundance of success that flows to me easily and not something that is something I have to, constantly battle or struggle with at the end of the day. Um, and able to work hard, but then also leave it at the table and enjoy my life and be present in my life. Um, and savoring every moment of my life and just fully grasping what life has to live because life is just way too short. And every year that goes by, I learn that more and more. So I feel like the disconnect there is I have very long work hours in a high risk, high reward job. I think also what contributes to the disconnect is sometimes lack of a mindset. Sometimes I have a hard time staying present, or excuse me, positive, and just having faith that everything is working out the way it's meant to. All the no's are working out it's the way it's meant to, along with the yeses, and um, things that don't go my way or the things that I want to. And I think also, sorry, I'm sharing way too much, guys.
Oh, no such
I
thing.
should hold on. Let
Nope,
me grab
speak,
my
speak,
notes.
speak.
Uh, Lack of boundaries. I think the disconnect is lack of boundaries with myself, and I need, holding not holding myself accountable to drawing the line in the sand of work is this time to this time, and my life is this time to this time. And then just at the end of the day, pursuing like peace, um, with success as a priority. So the way that I can get that way or get to better lessen the disconnect, I guess I should say, is commit to being done with work by a certain time daily. So 6 p.m. my time. Maybe a day or two late, but I still need to I need to sit down and think about that and see what exactly I'm willing to bend on and then just stay strong to that. And then in the mornings, just practice like doing daily meditation and gratitude. I think that helps immensely change the mindset to set you up for the day and set you up for success in your day. Um, and then also just be better about planning how I feel my day is going to go, I guess, in the work aspect of things. Um, then having strict boundaries and sticking to them. So just this is my boundary. This is what I commit to myself so that I can work because to provide income, but then I give myself rest and this time for myself to give myself self-care and replenish myself so I can be a better partner, friend, person, coworker, recruiter, or whatever. And then also prioritize. I think it's just that point in my life and everybody's life where we have to prioritize, or I guess I should speak for myself here, prioritize my peace. Um, I think you gotta the saying goes protect your peace, I guess. Protect the peace. And I think I need to prioritize protecting my peace. So if some situation, no matter what it is, if it's at work or outside of work, that particular situation or moment is not bringing me peace, not being afraid to temporarily step away or take a break from that situation and do something that brings me peace and centers me to peace, whether it's petting my animals or going on a walk or taking deep breaths or naming 5 things I'm grateful for in that moment. So, anyways, that was what I came up with.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah,
Amazing.
can you tell I'm stressed out? I need a vacation. How about plan? I should have added that plan a vacation.
Do it. Yes.
I feel like I'm the opposite of you. Like I haven't been working at all. I lost my job. And so I've been trying to find work.
I'm
So,
so sorry. Yeah, it's
but
tough.
I also like don't want to allow myself to be in a position where I am overexerting my mental, spiritual, physical capacity at a place that is not for me. So I'm like resting in the moment
Yes.
that I will only allow what is good for me to come to me. So one of those things I need to get back to nature. I grew up in Southern Oregon, surrounded by trees, surrounded by rivers, and I need to get back to that. Nature communicates with me. I understand her on a DNA level. And I feel like I need to get back to reset, recharge, refocus, and align. Um, because my life goal is to do music full time. So I'm planning on releasing an album in the spring, and I've just had such a block. I'm super excited. I really am excited. But I've just had this block, and it feels like things keep happening that take me away from being able to write and record and focus on that. And so I just need to be like, knock it off. Um, there are some people that I want to reach out to who I have spoken to in the recent past, but I want to reiterate my goals for doing studio work, like session work, even if it's not my own, still being creative and singing and writing and playing with other people because I love collaborating. It's one of my favorite things because it's a ton of different stories and energies and ideas coming together to make this one really, really cool thing. So I would love to do more of that. Um, I want to allow myself to put myself out there in the world in general. Not necessarily romantically, although I will accept a romantic partner. That's totally fine. It's not a necessity at the moment, but it is something that I would love to, you know, experience, forever. But mainly finding a solid friend group that's really consistent. I have great friends. It's just we're all we're all a clusterfuck of everything right now. Like everybody's stuck with their work, everybody's stuck with events that they're coordinating, and it's like we've been trying to figure out how to have alone time together, as our friend group for months now. And so I want to figure out how to either make that work or find people that it's easier to make that work with. Not that this current group doesn't want to. It's just not time. It's not our time right now. And so finding people who we can just be safe with, encourage each other, challenge each other, and support each other, um, and just do life together. I, I had friends 10 years ago that I used to do that with, and my location changed. And so I kind of lost all of that. And it was one of my favorite times in my life of having people who weren't family by blood, but were family by choice. And it was just really, really, I want to get back to that. Um, I've been going through a lot of medical things over the last year. We're finally finding some answers. And so my goal is now that we kind of know what's going on to work at getting my mind, my body, and my spirit healthy again, because I lost all of that with all of the medical issues. So over the next year, by this time next year, I want to be the healthiest version of myself. Like I'm putting that, like by the end of 26, I am going to be a better version of myself, like physically. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I have people I can reach out to. I'm doing physical therapy for some of my physical ailments, but I need to work on my mental and spiritual therapy now. And so I have some people that I want to reach out to that I've written down, and that's where I'm at.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. And I
Yeah,
love
thank you
like
for sharing.
both of
You
your
will.
self-awareness. You guys are amazing. You have very high levels of self-awareness and desires and ways to get there. So I see magic for you both. So I'm amazed by that. Those of you who are watching on the replay, you're more than welcome to shoot me a DM or a voice message or whatever and share your desires in this work for yourself so that you can at least put a voice um, to your journaling, because I do really believe that our voice helps to activate and actualize what it is that we are creating. And so, with that, what I was writing about is what I've really been dreaming about for a while now, which is I want to have living on a home that is by the water, like a bay, so salt water, but like very calm, not a lot of waves, where I can master paddle boarding and go out every morning and like just walk out my back door and it just be easy. Right now, I went to Long Beach about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and found a really beautiful bay-like space that feels comfortable to practice. And so now I'm just waiting for it to be a little bit warmer to like make it a regular part, at least like once a week, to go down there, do a little practice, even if it's for like just 20 minutes on the water, and doing that until, one day it's as easeful as walking out my back door. And I want to have a beautiful, lush garden where I can have fruits and vegetables and herbs that I can use to feed myself and my family and even expand out to my community, which I do have a little garden on my balcony that I have some tomatoes and some little things that I can play and grow and start working on building a green thumb. And then my medicine woman mentor, she has a beautiful home in Eagle Rock with a half-acre of land that we're growing like or she's grown, but I'm helping now facilitate the upkeep of the sage and the rosemary and the mugwort and things that we can use for like apothecary work. So that's been so divine to dive into and bring further into alignment the space that is actually my own. Also wanting to share this with someone, so calling forward that husband. And while dating apps don't feel in alignment with me, I am putting myself just out in the world, going to pickleball, going to places where it's possible to meet humans, and also just putting out like, I'll take time and put my hands on the land and just send him love. And I trust and know that like somewhere out in the world, he's feeling it and receiving it, and knowing that it's me, so that when we like lock eyes, it's just like perfect. We know it's there. And also just sending love to myself, reminding myself that I am worthy of it, that love is here for me. And so no more creation of the wobble. And so a big part of this practice is kind of recognizing that it gets to be simple to move towards our dreams and our goals if we just take it step by step and moving our way forward, and also giving ourselves the time and the space to eliminate the wobble. And what I mean by the wobble is the distortion that we create in our own minds of why we cannot have what it is that we desire, or creating excuses around our desires not being met yet, and allowing ourselves to just really be like, it's just a not yet, and it doesn't mean anything about us for us to not have it in this exact moment. We get to choose moment to moment how we're feeling and what we're doing and creating. So we are empowered from there.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Beautiful. I love it. I love these things. So, with that, if you brought an item of abundance, I would love to know what it is, if you're comfortable sharing what it is. I have my celestite crystal, and while it's not technically like the item of manifesting abundance, it is an item of tranquility and peace. And I find that prosperity feels like that. It doesn't necessarily feel like crazy, like wild, oh my gosh, let me tell you this Instagrammable story. It's this place of goddess energy and divinity and connection with your intuition. So um, she spoke to me this morning of like what to bring to the call. And so she is here and also will guide me in our tarot reading in just a moment. But yeah, what else do we have?
I brought my little pyramid amethyst. And amethyst to me means connection, and clarity and calm, and like communication, with spirit, whether that's source, guides, my own spirit. And I was really attracted to this one because of the pyramid shape, because I feel like it absorbs everything from the base and just shoots it out straight to God, source, whatever is out there, you know. And it's a direct communication. I haven't been doing this, but I try to set my intentions with it when I go to bed at night. And I ask for communication in my dreams or just intuition so that when I wake up, I know who I am, I know what I'm doing, and I need to get back to doing that. So this was a good reminder. But yeah, this is what I brought.
I love that. And literally these are things that I've people talk about in my like classes of like my crystal oracle classes and in terms of like the shape. So the
Mhm.
pyramid intuition spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
And so I would say I wouldn't necessarily do this like in your bed at night to before you go to sleep because like it can really cause like a lot of
Oh, yeah.
we need to rest occasionally. It's great to like of course channel and bring in information. I love dream work myself, so having that like all right, this is today I'm going to dream work, tomorrow maybe not so much. So moving it in and out between your bedroom and then like another sacred space and if you have the space to do so. But what I would recommend is like maybe if you want to take a nap and put it like directly on your third eye.
So I
With that big-
actually envisioned myself before starting this. I envisioned myself like literally laying down and doing a meditative like session with it on my third eye. So
Yes.
that's interesting that you said that. So yay.
Yeah, so definitely. Again, trust your intuition is like on point. So like trust it, do the practice. If it starts to like throb a little bit, you can of course like take it off. But you know, as you get closer, and especially if you've been working with it for a while, you might not even feel anything. But it can. Amethyst is such a powerful crystal that she can like tingle, tingle, tingle a little bit. And then you can also, since it is the new moon, put her in the window and let her charge up with that new moon energy. Same with the full moon. You can also charge in the sun. I wouldn't recommend direct sunlight as it can degrade the color, but yeah, also a great practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Mine is just a little more literal. I've got money.
Yes. We love
Uh,
money.
so keeping her I'll put her on my forehead at
Yes.
night and dream with it and manifest it. Lots of things that I can do with my $20 bill.
Yeah.
Cuddle it at night. No. Um
You can. You totally can. You can
sleep with it.
under your pillow. It's a
Under
thing.
I That's true. That's very true. But yeah, I think I'm always I think the dream for us always is to be financially free. So I know that is just my end goal as all of ours is. And here's to manifesting, working toward that life of peace and financial freedom.
Yes. I'll have to find it. Years ago, I had like these, another mentor created these checks, and it was like, you like I would print it off and then I would write like however much I wanted to manifest for that month with the new moon. And it was like new moon manifestation checks or whatever. And then it was, wherever that's like the from or whoever was sending you the money, it's at like from the universe or from God or something like that. So you could totally make up your own check and be like, all right, like what is today? 11/19/2025 from God. This is how
Mhm.
much money that you're calling in right here, right now. If you want to be that literal and put it like fold it towards yourself 3 times, put it under your pillow.
I like that. I like that. I'll do that for sure. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. I love it. Thank you for bringing the money. Yes. Money, honey. That's what we're here for. Yeah. Beautiful. All right, so let's do a collective reading. Let's see what the energies are around prosperity for us right here, right now. What can we learn, grow, so that we can move closer and closer to our desires and financial and life of prosperity. Okay. Interessante. So, the energies around money. First things first is an invitation with this Six of Swords for us to ask for support. Finding support. So I like how like Cass was bringing up like there are people that you have that you've written a list of who you want to connect with and collaborate with and ask for it. So asking for that support and trusting that they will be there to help guide you, lead you, and also in saying guides, not you can ask for support from not this plane. So like asking for from our specifically from our guides, your ancestors. I like to say personally ascended ancestors, and when I say that, that's talking about so we have our ancestors who've passed on, and maybe they have belief structures that they've taken with them to the heavenly plane. So they still have that sense of humanity with fears and all of that. And so if it aligns for you, you might want to say ascended ancestors, because there are those who have gone over and they're like, okay, cool. I have released all of the things, the trauma bonding, the whatever that we had as humans, and I have now reached a pinnacle form, and I see the world completely differently now, right? And so from that perspective, those are the ones I want to call on when I want higher vibrational conversation and help and support. So when I call on them, that's when I'm talking to. You can also talk to any of other energies and entities, deities, that you believe in to help support you on an energetic frequency. We also have 6 energy. Interesting. We'll dive into that in a second. We also have the 6 of Wands, and so this is the card that's like show up and show out. Show up and show out for your desires, right? So really being able to come to a place of confidence around what it is that you want in your life. And I love that, especially for you, Cass, as a musician, really getting yourself to the like metaphorical stage, whether you actually physically get on stage or just like show up in spaces that you can put your talents to use, right? And be seen in these talents and seen in these gifts, and seeing yourself is the most important. So not like necessarily like you for as a musician, yes, but like for everyone else who might not necessarily want to be on a literal stage, it's putting yourself in positions where you're able to continue to put in the reps to build your confidence behind your desires, right? Especially if you find yourself being someone that shrinks every time you say like you want a husband, or you find yourself shrinking every time you say you want to do something, then get into the practice of speaking more about it, talking more about it, even if it's just to yourself, writing it down and seeing these words so that like I'm the next Beyonce, whatever it is that you write down in your journal, really coming to that place of feeling so grounded and unfuckwithable around what it is. Around what it is. Yes. That was a program I was thinking about creating a while ago. I don't know. Maybe it's time for her to come back. So we'll dive in deeper. Right now, the focus is a tarot reading.
I think it is.
Yeah. Maybe 2026 will be the time to create. I love it. And so with that, we also have the 5 of Pentacles. And so Pentacles, we're talking about prosperity, we're talking about money here, right? And this is the earth sign, the suit of money, literal coins, right? And so the coins are here. They're available to us, but we can't, we can't touch them if we're sitting over here being sad about it. All right, I don't know why I just switched my accent all of a sudden. I'm like, we're getting sassy. The channeling is getting sassy right now. So, if you're sitting in the corner being sad and not paying attention to the fact that there is money just here and available for you, it like God is trying to send you the divine, the universe, whatever is trying to write paychecks for you, and you're over here like, but I need this one specific job in order for money to come to me, and I hate it, and I'm crying. Well, that's where you're gonna be. You have to choose to stand up. In this version, this is the Light Seer's Tarot, by the way. There's a key right here, and there's the keyhole. This version, all she's got to do is stand up, grab the key, and unlock the door. And the door to prosperity is like right on the other side. So you have to be the one to stand up, take the radical self-responsibility to put your big girl, big boy, big they, them panties on and get out there and do the fucking work. Yes? All right. And so at the bottom of the deck, we also have, so it's like 2 5s and 2 6s. Interesting. We'll dive into that. We have the 5 of Cups, right? And so this is also feel like a continuation of that 5 of Pentacles. In order for us to create change, we've got to let go of the bullshit, right? We've got to let go of what doesn't serve us and then pick up the cups of the things that we actually want. If we don't like tomato juice, pour out the tomato juice and go get yourself some orange juice. Like, don't need to sit and stew in the struggle. You can choose what brings you joy. Yeah? All right. So that is the end of the message for today. Any thoughts that have come up from these cards?
That was encouraging. Not like not that I was concerned it was going to, bite me in the ass. But, it was kind of one of those like, all right, what does spirit have to say? And it was more of like hey, we're here supporting you. You already have everything you need. Open your eyes, get out the door and grab it because it's right on your front porch. Like it's like it's there, but you have to take the steps to do it and open it yourself.
Ooh, yes. I love it. The visual I got is like you already put in the Amazon order, right? This is literally what
Yeah.
what manifesting is. Like you put in your Amazon order and you trust that it's going to show up. I mean, occasionally weird things happen, but for the most part your order shows up in a day or two. Yeah? Like especially if you got Prime. And so it's just like, okay, but you still have to do something to get the package. You might have to open your front door. If you live in a building, you might have to go to the package room or the locker or whatever and get it. And then you got to open the box to actually receive it as well. But it's just little things. And we don't think anything of it because it's a part of our normal life. But when we start thinking about the grander things, we make it more complicated. It doesn't have to be more complicated. We just have to make the choices to do the thing.
And that's kind of the vibe I was getting from this reading of like, you are making it hard on yourself. Your distress is your doing. So it's like you started it out. Like our stress is up to us. And so the reading it's a full circle. It kind of rounded it out of like, hey, remember from the very beginning?
Yes. Thank you for bringing. It's like literal full circle, which amazing. So we have the 5 and the 6 are the two like numbers that showed up in these cards, and these are not like, it's not major arcana cards. So it means like this is not like huge changes and shifts that we need to do in our lives. These are minor things that we can focus on. They might not feel minor in the moment, but it is a minor shift. And so in numbers, it's like we have the 5. 5 is a number numerologically of change, of shifting, of all of that. And so that's the invitation. We need to make the shifts. We are in the new moon in Scorpio. So again, that is like the phoenix energy. So what does the phoenix do? It shifts, it rebirths itself, right? And so this is our change that is being asked of us. And then when we step into the 6 is where we step into harmony. All right, that's the number of harmonies. So our showing up and being on stage, are finding the support that actually is going to help us move from point A to point B. That is after we do the 5 of change, the shifting that we need to do, the mindset work that we need to do, the actions that we need to take. That's where the highlights, the magic, and the harmony happen. So moving into each other. So I love that they're both like literally right next to each other. So it's not a big step either, right? It's literally from 5 to 6. Not 9 to 10, 5 to 6. Easy peasy. We got this. I love it. All right. And with that, stepping up and stepping into this work. So if you were looking for support on your journey, I have multiple offerings available right now. I do one-on-one sessions over Zoom as well as in person. The Zoom sessions are 30 minutes or an hour. I also recommend, if you're doing the 30 minutes, give yourself 15 because there's space for integration and some people fall asleep. If you're doing the hour, give yourself 30 minutes of integration, falling asleep, and all of that. We can do it as a one-off. 30 minutes, $111. 60 minutes, that is $222. If you want to get it in a bundle, you can get buy 6 and buy 5, get the 6 for free. So 5 30-minute sessions or 6 30-minute sessions for $555, 6 60-minute sessions for $1,111. We love angel numbers over here. I am releasing a membership, as I was talking about earlier, so focusing on divination, so embodied oracle. We're going to start off with mastery of the tarot, and then we're going to shift into other modalities of divination. So we're going to learn about lithomancy, and which is like reading with crystals and charms and all sorts of things there. And then it's also a space for you to practice. I found the biggest part that made tarot easier for me was to have people give me feedback on the reading. So if I pull out a reading and, if I'm doing a reading on a Facebook Live and like I'm just by myself, then whatever, or I'm reading just for myself, it's like, okay, me, myself, and I. But if I do a reading and I have someone that's like, oh, that really resonated with me, or actually, you said this, and this is also something that's coming forward. So what do you feel about that? And really helping to bring forward the intuitive skill of reading and not just having the memorization of the cards, because that's what I like to teach, is like, how can we work more with the numerology, the coloring, the whatever of the cards that show up, because there's something, especially since every deck is different, there's something in all of that, and there's a reason why we chose to use the Lightseer's Tarot versus a regular Rider-Waite Smith versus some other galactic, or what is it called? Galactic Star Tarot deck. I have so many tarot decks. These are literal ones that I own, that I'm naming right now. So there is a reason why, and so what does that mean? And so bringing all that forward, and so right now, as the doors are starting to open, first 11 people, it's going to be $33 a month, or you can pay for the whole year up front for $333. After the 11 people, it's going to shift to $44 a month, or $444 for the year. I've already mentioned the I Am the Medicine. I am an affiliate of it, so if you want access to the goods, I can send you my link for you to shop. We are doing a challenge right now. Challenge, is that the right word? I guess it's a challenge. I was like, it doesn't feel like a challenge. We are doing a collective experience where you have a protocol in which you can dive into utilizing the medicine. There is support in terms of a Telegram group. Telegram chat. There is, I am also hosts opportunities to do a guided journey if you want to dive into that. I can also guide you through a journey if that's something that you're interested in as well. We can talk about it. But yeah, I recommend diving into a microdose and pair it with anything from the sessions that I was talking about just a little bit ago, to coming into moon rituals like this. It's nice to just have something to kind of support you on the journey, just like our tarot reading talked about. It all ties in, guys. It all ties in. And then I'm also wanting to create a Facebook group. a free one. So if one, it's like, do people still Facebook? Curious about that. But I have mentors who utilize free Facebook communities, and they are highly engaged and have so much fun, and people are like there. So I really want this like village like feeling from anywhere in the world. And so Facebook has been a space that I have found to be really supportive in creating something like that digitally. And so yeah, I want to know like what kind of content really would invite you in to want to be there and participate and get to know one another and find friends. I've met some amazing people on Facebook, and it's like I flew to Nebraska once, one to meet a person I had never met. And like I had been friends with her, and she'd been a mentor of mine, but I'd never met her in person. And then she was opening a cafe, and so she felt like such a legitimate friend. Like we had Zoom calls, all the things, and she is a legitimate friend. And so I was like, yeah, I flew to Nebraska on my birthday one year to like go and be there during the like opening of her space. And while I was there and I was telling people I was gonna do it, somebody else from the same Facebook community was like, holy shit, I want to join you. Like I'll split the hotel room with you and let's go. And I never met her in person either. And I was just like, yeah, let's go. So some great things can happen when you create community, and that's what I want to do.
I
I
love
love
that.
Yeah, we love it.
I love that you love it. All right, so I'm going to focus on the Oracle community first, and then once that's up and running, I will definitely focus in on the free community and inviting people in. And of course, when that opens, you can invite your friends that you feel would be in alignment with the space as well, and we'll grow.
Also, too, I feel like you left out. What about your store? Because I was going to ask you.
Yes.
I was like, I liked your candle. Can you make me a candle? Would you be open?
You know what? Oh my God.
I'm
Yes,
just saying. I was like,
I
when
will.
you were describing your candle, I was like, oh, that sounds like a nice candle. So
I
it would
love
just be like,
that.
because I
Yeah,
have like your bath
You
salts and stuff.
could.
So I think it would be great to like light up, next to the bath or whatever.
oh
I don't
my
know.
God. Thank you. Thank you for opportunity and pathways. And yes, I'm totally down to make candles. This is like, so if I want to make one for somebody else, I want to do what's called a pull-out candle. So this one is like your standard, like it usually comes with like Jesus or something on the side.
Yeah.
Then I peel off the sticker. Um, but there are other ones where that come in the glass, but you can pull the candle itself out. And for those, like, I like to get even more in depth of like writing the person's name on it and like rolling it in the oils and rolling it in all the glitter and everything, so you can see all the stuff on the sides of it. So yeah, I'm totally down to do that.
So my mom has a home and body fragrance company, and so we actually make candles from scratch. So if you wanted to know like how to actually do that and what waxes to use that are environmentally safe but also like physically safe, we can totally help you to actually make them from scratch if you wanted to and find your
Ooh.
own containers.
Oh, that's cool.
I love it. I
I
love it.
like
I love
that.
it.
Just let me
All
know.
right.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, look at new business in the making. Well, because I like your storefront too. You need to bring it up. And I said, don't forget about
You're
that.
you're so right. I am actually in the process of creating a self-love oil. I have already someone commissioned it, and I do everything in like small batches, but I'm not gonna make like just 2 ounces of oil. I'm gonna make it more than that. So I have on pre-order right now the self-love oil. It is currently charging in the new moon. It's got rose, it's got lavender, it's got rose quartz energy, it's got pink calcite energy. Who else is on there? Who else has they crystals are friends too, so they are people energies here with that. There's another. Where's my phone? There it is. Thank you. Ba-da-ba-ba. Where is the oil? Rose quartz lepidolite is the other one. and then sweet almond oil. And then I sang to her as I was building her, and energy, putting the Reiki, the energy healing, all of that. And so she's just now taking in lovely Lady Luna's energy, and we'll be charging up for a little bit, and I will be shipping and getting that out here pretty soon in the upcoming weeks. So that's
That is so
available.
exciting.
Yeah. So my oils, my bath salts, elixirs, they're all $44 each, or you can get them in a bundle for $111, three in a bundle, and you can mix and match. I still have some throat activation elixir, prosperity elixir, prosperity oil, and I still have some bath salts available. So if you want to mix and match things, including pre-ordering the self-love oil, that's available to you as well. You can just shoot me a DM with all of the things that you want, and I will put it together for you.
Yeah, I got her bundle. It's great. I love it. I got the prosperity bundle. It's really good. That's why I was like, keep doing the storefront, because I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like, when you were just describing your candle, I was like, I want a candle like that, but I can't make it. I'm just not creative enough to do it. But I know you are, and so I was like, what if you just made customized candles for people that needed certain things, whether it's abundance or self love or prosperity or whatever,
Yes. Oh my
and
gosh.
then I can burn my personally made candle. I'm just
I'm here for
saying,
it.
with my bath salts.
I'll do it. I'm
Anyway,
here. Yes, let's go.
okay, all right, cool.
Cool, cool. Thank you. All right, beautifuls. It has been amazing. We are going to close down this container, first offering gratitude to the guides, God, source, the universe, the medicines that are supporting us today, this evening, and all of the days. Thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding us. We promise to listen. Asking that as we step away, to bring forward messages to us that are clear and make sense to us and that resonate with us in our own personal languages. We are open and ready to receive. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. All of the intentions we have set today are already ours. Aho, Ashe, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you for another great session.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
This was my first session and I really enjoyed it. This was amazing.
I'm so glad. Yay.
Yeah,
I love this.
you're in luck. She's great.
Well, I met her. I was bartending at this cutesy little bar downtown. And did you live in B?
I still do. Yeah.
I still do. Okay. So she lives in the apartment like right up the street from it. And so that's how we met through Chantel.
Yeah.
Right? Was it through Chantel?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I think. Yeah. She's a gem.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Yeah. If I didn't meet Tara at work, I'd probably meet her at a bar. So, it's one of those two places, right?
100%. Yes, we meet at brunch. If it wasn't, yeah.
Karaoke night.
Or brunch, yeah.
Yes.
Brunch, pickleball, the bar.
100%.
Maybe all of the above.
I love it. Yes. Oh, I love you both. Thank you so much. And I receive your beautiful compliments. You both are amazing. Oh, Cass, where can people find you? Like Spotify, Apple Music? Because I know you already have music. Like, what should people search?
I'm gonna get my website here. Hang on.
You can share your screen so people can see that are watching on the replay too.
Well, I'm gonna. Oh yeah. Hang on. Where is it? Linktree. Music. I think this is it. Oh.
And then I can drop it also in the in the description of this video. Where is the YouTube?
Okay, I need a. Good Lord. I can't remember my own URL. Hang on. I think it's on my Instagram. Yeah. Okay. There we
Hmm.
go. All right. So I'm gonna, for you guys, I'm pasting it in the chat. How do I
And I'm
share?
gonna put it in it's in the description of the video for those of you who are watching on the replay on the YouTubes.
Ooh. Yeah, so that has all the information. I try to keep it up to date.
Yay!
Yeah.
Beautiful. And for anyone that is a nurse or anything, Brittany, you want to drop your work phone number or email?
I'm probably the worst salesperson ever. Yes, of course. If anybody's looking for a travel contract or needs some extra income, traveling's the way to do it. I'm happy to help. Um, oh my gosh, what should I drop?
Do you still need what what is your what are your requirements, I guess? So like talk time?
My KPIs or
Yeah, your KPI.
like talk time is one of the KPIs.
Yeah.
What are all of my KPIs?
I was just gonna say whatever would support your KPIs. Drop that
Oh,
information.
oh, okay. Yeah. So then yes, talk time's one of them. So yeah, here's my work line then. 858-216-4550.
We love it. I feel like you sent that to me recently.
You did.
Beautiful. Brittany was my mentor when I was a recruiter back in the day,
And
and
now the tables have turned.
immediately became a great friend, sister from another mister.
Yes. I was actually just thinking about our Mean Girls video we shot.
Ah, things I forgot. It's on TikTok.
Excuse me, what?
We were drinking at home one night, and I was like, let's create the Mean Girls
The dance? Oh
The
my
dance.
God.
We took the time. Like I pulled up a video on YouTube that like broke down what the dance was, and we memorized the dance, and then filmed ourselves doing it and posted it to TikTok.
Yeah, literally
Okay,
probably
I'm
stayed
gonna
up
go
till
find
like
it.
one in the 1 in the morning
Yeah,
trying to film this video.
it's
In
hilarious.
my defense, it was probably me. I was getting like Tierra is so good at just picking up the moves, and she's like showgirl, you know what I mean? Like just on when you need to be on. And for me, I'm like, hold on, the moves. So like I knew I was holding us up, but I think I got it in the end. I knew it,
You
but
did. You did.
you threw those kickball changes like it was nothing.
When it's just training. It just turns on immediately.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like for you riding a bike. For me, I was like, okay, how do I get on the bike?
Let's see. Now I'm like, I feel like I have to find the link and then drop it in the chat.
Thank you.
Oh, so funny. Great times.
Wait, why am I not following you on? Okay, well, now I'm following you on TikTok. Good grief.
There you go. Follow me in all the places and spaces, friends. Mama T Energy. Also the name of my podcast. If you made it this far on the replay, good on you.
Well, I'll have to follow you home.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Just be roommates and just have all that energy.
Yes. My roommate is a lucky, lucky person. Currently, right now, a Chewini, but it's okay. Oh,
I
man.
have it on Instagram, but I don't know how to post it on here from Instagram.
I feel like I almost just got there. I'm like, I'm like Nala's on my grid, so I know I'm getting close.
Oh, like, so it was a
Yes.
while ago?
Hmm?
It was a while ago.
Oh yeah, it was like 2022 or what year is it now? 2020,
5.
2025. I got laid off in 2024.
Yeah, it was
So it
like
was like 2023.
yeah, 2023 or 2022. You're right, like one of those ones. That was when the bottle went. I'm pretty sure we. No, I remember we went to the store specifically. We committed. We committed to it. We're like, we're gonna learn this dance. We're gonna need some wine. And then remember, we went to the store, got a couple bottles of wine, and came back, started drinking.
Yes, because we went specifically for all the pumpkin spice things to Trader Joe's because the pumpkin spice landed.
Yes. Yes. That was a good time. That was a good time. That was a good hangout.
Yeah, I'm finding all the video because I also was dogs pet sitting for her. So there's like a whole bunch of videos from her San Diego apartment, which are great times. I talked about
I
money
know.
dates. Speaking of prosperity, so maybe bring back a lot of these videos. Money dates are a great thing to do when you are looking to manifest more money, which involve writing down, like getting acquainted with your bank, like all of your bank statements, if you have multiple banks, all that kind of stuff, and like really instead of ignoring, where your money is or whatever, but actually being like, okay, this is where I am financially, and this is where I want to be financially. These are the expenses that I have. Are these expenses are things do I want to keep
Yeah.
having, and if there's things that I want, like I want to be able to use my phone, so like lean into like having gratitude for the expense even though it seems backwards with that. And then what else happened? Obviously I don't do money dates that often anymore, but it's a great practice to lean into. Where is this video? It's gotta have been 2022 then. I think that's when it
Did
was.
you change your handle, your TikTok handle?
No, it's Mama T Energy.
Oh, because it showed up on mine as It's a Bubbly Life, so I didn't know.
Oh, I hadn't rebranded yet. But it's still
Okay,
just,
so you
it
did
should be under the same. I just
account.
changed the
Okay.
name. That's funny. It was me so long ago, young and free,
Young, free, and
full of
liquored up,
full of wine.
full of wine. Yeah, that was a fun one.
That was a good time. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I remember
Ah,
too
found it.
because like you went and yeah,
Jesus.
you downloaded the YouTube video with the like step by step. I remember that.
Oh, and I had way more hair back then. That hairstyle took way too much time. Anyways, did do my devices talk to each other? Yeah, they do. That's why we pay more money for Apple products. I can copy it on my phone and then paste it to my computer.
Nice.
We love that. Good times.
That was fun.
That was great.
The good old days, you know?
Such good times.
It was fun.
Back when jobs were sometimes kind of fun.
Back when
I know,
jobs.
right?
Yeah, that's a better choice. Back when jobs existed.
So if you know
Right?
anybody who's looking for a catering bartender for an event, send them my way. 'Cause that's one of my little one-off things that I do. I'm a catering bartender. Oh, I should do that here too.
Well, that's cool.
We love it. Oh, we went to a cidery. I'm really appreciating going back in time.
We did. That was a good cidery.
That was a good
I remember them.
cidery.
We went to Daniel's chocolate shop. Remember that too?
Mm. Brittany took
Before you,
me to Disneyland for the first time. Fun facts.
we did. We went to Disneyland together. Yes, we did. That was fun. That was your first Disneyland trip, right?
That was my first Disneyland trip.
Yeah, the food. We did the holiday food festival. Drank some more there.
It's good times. All
It
right.
was a good time. That was fun.
Beautiful. I'm gonna add that to the.
Would you like to go
Oh, let me add your phone number to the description. All right, beautiful. Fabulousness. Okay. With that, friends, is there anything anyone else wants to share before we pop off for the evening?
Yes. No.
Thank you for the wonderful night. Aw.
This is Frankie.
Hi,
What's up,
Frankie.
Hey,
He's
Frankie.
Torty.
He's a cute torty.
We love.
My baby.
And of course, passed out on the bed.
Yeah.
In true Anne style, we love her.
She's out. She's out like a light.
Yes, we love. What's Nala up to?
She's out in the other room with Casey, probably harassing him to throw her toy, if I had to guess.
We love. She's still got one track mind. We love.
Never changes. Yep, never changes.
We love reliability.
All I can say just pets.
We love pets. Kali! I don't know where she is. I'm being a horrible
I love
pet sitter right now. No, I'm just kidding. She's sitting on the chair. I know exactly where she is. Full disclosure, I know exactly where she is. She's just not coming at my call. All right. Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all who are watching, and especially you two who are able to join us live. Thank you so much. Have a
Yeah, thank you.
rest of your evening. Sleep well.
I will.
I want to hear about all of your manifestations, so keep me posted.
This will be me sleeping tonight. Shriana.
Beautiful.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.